Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas Longhorns.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
On the court for Louisville, White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Texas with it. Edwards passes to Freak. Pass to Edwards. 13 feet away. And Sanders pulls it down. And here are the Cardinals. Pass to Rozier. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Mack, no luck. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Screen by Sanders. There's the screen. Here's White. No good on the triple.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgui Dieng and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
Edwards, that's good.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
A platoon swap here for Texas. Freak in a 2-guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Now Edwards. Texas moving it around. And it's Freak missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And for Louisville, Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Harrell. Then it's White. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Texas, Freak in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at power forward. Outside, White. 1:39 left in the first half. Now here's Harrell. He's tightly guarded. And the shot is long.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now here's Freak. He's got 7. Pass to Edwards. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And the Cardinals making a change here. Odom's checked in. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Edwards passes to Freak. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Freak's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Longhorns. They set the screen. Feeds it to White. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And again it will drop. Another make good from Freak. Freak's got 11 points.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Now here's Odom to the wing on the left. And White kicks it to Odom. Back to White to the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Sanders high post. Launches a 3. The shot will not go. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, they've got Harrell. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White, and it's Mack, and it's center. Here's Turner, and White with the block. Ford with the steal. And here's Edwards, and a wide open look for Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Longhorns.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
A platoon swap here for Louisville. And the Cardinals making a change here. Louisville trails by 8. Price with the ball. Screened by Jones. The 10-footer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Now here's Freak. Hughes with the steal. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the single bonus, and they'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
And you got to believe they didn't see themselves in this sort of foul situation at this point in the half. Already being in the double bonus can really cost them down the stretch in a game like this.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Richmond is out there with Hudson. And there's Davis. And it's Thornton in at the 2 guard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Sanders checked in for the Cardinals. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impressed me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Texas.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice.
And Texas making a change here as well. Freaks checked in. And so here's Texas. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. That's good.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Longhorn.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
The shot by Odom, no good. And here's Texas. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Freak dishes to Ford. Kicks it to Doherty. Texas moving it around. And stolen by Payton.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Edwards passes to Freak. It's stolen by Odom. Hughes missed. So the Longhorns win it.